Hi Matt, he's your grandma's friend Jim. Well, we got the bees this morning and now it's time to put them in the hive. And I think this is probably the third time that you've seen me do this, so you know exactly what steps I'm going to take. But our bees look really good. We have a good spot again. I'm not going to mow the grass around the hive like I did last year, and that seemed to work really well for us. So let's get those bees in their home and get off to a good season. Okay. So we have new frames this year, and new frames are important to replace every few years, so the bees have a good clean and safe place to lay their eggs and develop their brood so they can grow and give us our honey. So you might remember the first thing we do is we put in some sugar water for them. Sugar water is necessary to give them a little bit of a start here at the beginning of the season. And I put the sugar water in this container, and if you remember, we press it and we create some vacuum and suction. And there are little holes on the top lid. Flip it over, and we set that in there on top of those little sticks so the bees have some room to get the sugar water. Now we'll get the queen out. And by the way, we have a 3-pound box of bees, and I think that's about, I think it's 3,000 bees. I'm not sure, but they are very busy and active, and you can see them now coming out. This is the can of syrup that came with them. We'll put that in there too. These bees left California on Wednesday, and they arrived in Wisconsin this morning, and I picked them up right away. So here's the queen. Remember, she comes in her own little cage, and what we do is, I bet you know what I'm going to pick up next. We put a marshmallow in where that cork is to keep the queen in while we install the bees. So let me carefully take this cork out. Making sure we don't lose the queen. I'll put my thumb over it, my finger over it rather. Okay, so the cork is out, and now we'll put the marshmallow in there so the queen can't escape. And she'll get out in a few hours. The bees will eat that marshmallow away because they want to get to the queen, and then she'll be able to start working inside the hive. She's a good-looking queen, working very hard already, I can see. So now here's the fun part. The fun part is when we put the bees in. And here we go. And then we'll just set this to the side because those bees will fly out in the next few days and then join the hive. And then we put newspaper in. And we put the newspaper in just so the bees will begin to settle down into the frames in the bottom of the hive. We'll take all this out in about a week. And then we put on our lids. The inner cover, we'll try not to smush any bees. Sort of push those off to the side. And then our top cover to keep the rain out. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed installing the bees this year, Maddie. We'll come back out in a week or so and check on them and take that paper out. And they should have a good start with all the great flowers that we have in the neighborhood. Have a good spring. Say hi to your grandma for me. Bye-bye.